Now, an 8 on Your Side investigation. Storefronts for sex.
We have been telling you for months now about storefronts for sex on Kennedy Boulevard. One of those storefronts at the center of our investigation is now an empty one. It has been closed down for business. It was called the FL Bay Spa, Florida Bay Spa, but that was back when Kim Spa last year is when it was uncovered by police as a prostitution spot. Well, the landlord is a city official who serves on Tampa's nuisance abatement board. 8 on Your Side investigator Mark Douglas is joining us now. And Mark, the spa is closed, but you found some customers still knocking at the door here.
Believe it or not, we ran into a couple of them in the back door while we were investigating what you might call this massage spa hotspot. Now, it's a hotspot for a number of reasons, and it's been the site of repeated demonstrations by the Clean Up Kennedy anti-human trafficking group. Back in October, the Clean Up Kennedy group sprung into action after we revealed the landlord of the FL Bay Spa was Rick Barcena. He sits on Tampa's Code Enforcement and Nuisance Abatement Board, and that didn't sit well with Clean Up Kennedy.
Anybody who's a property owner needs to be held accountable for what goes on their property.
Last year, an undercover detective said a spa worker offered him sex for money at Barcena's property when it operated as Kim Spa. By April, the name changed to FL Bay Spa. That's when a worker told me massages cost $80, but she didn't want my business. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can you leave?
The FL Bay Spa is now closed. And the prime Kennedy Boulevard property owned by Rick Barcena and his wife is for rent. Barcena hung up when I tried to ask him about that today.
I notice you have an availability sign. He hung up.
We got a similar reaction back in October. That's when we first discovered Barcena sits on the same Tampa nuisance board that handles prostitution complaints. When police confirmed prostitution at Kim Spa last year, they sent Barcena a letter threatening to bring him in front of the same city board he serves on. You're on the Code Enforcement Board. Do you understand what goes on inside that business if you own? Sir, you want to talk to us? For whatever reason, the massage business on Barcena's property shut down about a month ago, but would-be customers are still showing up at the back door. There are still 9 or 10 other massage spas still operating in business on Kennedy and even more elsewhere in the city. Now, the Tampa City Council will vote next month, we believe, on a measure that's intended to end prostitution and human trafficking in those businesses.
Interesting. So I remember a few days ago we did this story about one of the people on the Clean Up Tampa, one of the leaders having their tires slashed. Any idea what's happening with that?
I talked to him today. I talked to police yesterday. They've assigned a detective to us. They're treating it as a criminal mischief case. They say they don't have any reason to believe that it's linked to their activism against these places, but clearly that's what he believes, and it's just common sense. 3 days after he speaks to the city council, suddenly his tires are slashed, and so are his families, who also have spoken out against this. So.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Appreciate it.